What's really happened is we've got, SAP and ERP has kept moving. The SAP did a great job in bringing R3 into the internet age with, as you know, the Business Suite and ECC6, the most widely installed ERP solution across all industries. And the thing is, ECC, let's face it, it's covered itself in glory. Okay, from time to time we read horror stories of projects that have gone wrong, but typically it's running small businesses and very large businesses, the business backbone, and people have to incorporate it and get more value out of ECC6. Now, if we go back to 2010, of course, this is when Hasso Plattner came up with a new groundbreaking technology in the form of HANA as an in-memory database. We at Gartner, I think, properly positioned this as an HTAP, a hybrid technology, sorry, a hybrid transaction and analytical processing platform. And because of the power of it, SAP decided that whereas in the 90s that we started talking about, choice of database was paramount, SAP development believed that the HANA database is so powerful that it's so many miles ahead of any other database technology, and it makes sense to focus on that. And to be fair to SAP also, if you run your ERP on the HANA in-memory database, new things become possible that were probably unthought of 10 years ago. So for example, what if you could use that HANA technology to not only make your system run faster, to incredibly streamline end-of-month processing, which is normally a real nightmare, but also to enable you to do things in real time that used to have to wait hours, or certainly minutes, but hours or days. And so with
is there any example that you can give for the real time? Because people do talk about HANA brings in some real time benefits. Is there anything that you can?
Yeah, there's lots of, very often an obvious benefit to look at is something like if you're a manufacturer, you're running MRP, an MRP run will run in a matter of minutes, and compared to when it used to be so slow that you had to run it overnight. You can now run MRP in minutes and get you can get a much faster updated picture of what's happening on your factory floor. Also, just what if you could do things that you couldn't do before? Imagine you could run a report and get a real-time valuation of all of your stock, all of your work in progress, all of your finished goods. If you wanted to be able to track how products move across your supply chain and your manufacturing floor, you can use that insight to go back to your customers and say, you know what, I know how I can get this product to you in a way that I couldn't commit to deliver it to you before. So that sort of real-time insight is what makes possible things like real-time valuations and tracking across the supply chain, and coming up with new, it means you can link your ERP back to your front office and come up with new value propositions that you know that you're going to be able to fulfill in the future. Because no point taking an order and promising that you can deliver that product within 5 days if you can't. And there's too many cases where people have not used ERP properly. So ERP then can be revolutionized, but you never get something for nothing, I'm afraid.